Are you stuck in a loop of overthinking? Feel like your brain just won't shut off no matter what you do? You're not alone. In 2026, we've learned that the best way to deal with overthinking isn't by trying to force those thoughts away, but by hacking the body's hardware to break the mental software. So, if you've had enough of that endless mental chatter, stick around. Today we're diving into the top 5 ways to reduce overthinking fast, using techniques that are backed by the latest neuroscience and psychological research. Ready to free your mind? 1. The vocalized nonsense break. Picture this. You're stuck in an endless loop of overthinking. Maybe it's an email you sent, a conversation you had, or just an anxious thought you can't shake. Now try this. Say a completely random nonsensical word out loud. I'm talking about something like bumblewidget or zorp. Just anything that doesn't make sense. Why does this work? Overthinking is essentially a highly structured process that relies on language. Your brain keeps running through thoughts in a structured pattern, almost like it's stuck in a mental groove. When you say something completely unexpected, it disrupts the thought pattern. Your brain has to pause and process this strange input. It's like hitting the reset button on a computer. That break in the loop can immediately reduce the intensity of your overthinking and bring you back to the present moment. This technique works because it acts as a form of cognitive interruption. Your mind is used to processing information within certain patterns, and when you throw in something unexpected, your brain has to stop what it's doing and reorient itself. This pause, however brief, is often enough to break the cycle of rumination and get you back on track. Moreover, this approach doesn't require any special training or equipment, making it easy to implement anywhere, whether you're at work, at home, or on the go. The key is to make it spontaneous and random. So, next time you're spiraling into overthinking, try this simple vocal break. Your brain will thank you for it. 2. Externalize and destroy. Physical deletion. Another effective strategy is to physically externalize the thoughts that are consuming your mind. Write them down on a piece of paper. Let the words flow no matter how jumbled they are. Just get them out. Once you've written them down, do something physical with that paper. Shred it, crumple it, or even burn it if you're feeling bold. Here's the science behind it. Studies in embodied cognition have shown that physically destroying the written thought sends a strong signal to your brain. It's like telling your brain, that thought is no longer important. This action helps delete the thought from your mental space, making it easier for you to let go. It's a tactile, almost ritualistic way to disconnect from the loop and break free from the grip of overthinking. Embodied cognition research shows that our minds are deeply influenced by physical actions. When you write your thoughts down, it creates a tangible connection between your mind and the physical world. By physically destroying the paper, you add an additional layer of action that reinforces the idea of letting go. This can help free up mental space and ease the anxiety that comes with overthinking. This technique is also a form of closure. Sometimes when we're overthinking, we feel like a situation or thought is unresolved. Writing it down and destroying it provides a symbolic act of finality. It gives your mind permission to move on and refocus. 3. Hyper-detailed sensory naming. When overthinking strikes, your mind can become clouded with anxiety and repetitive thoughts. One of the best ways to interrupt this cycle is to ground yourself by engaging in hyper-detailed sensory observation. Instead of using the typical 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique, pick a single object around you and describe it in minute detail. For example, you could say, the fabric of this chair has a crosshatch weave with 3 shades of gray and 1 loose thread near the seam. What makes this so effective? When you focus on describing something in this level of detail, it engages your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for reasoning and executive function. This draws blood flow and energy away from the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that processes anxiety and overthinking. By redirecting mental resources to high-level cognitive tasks, you interrupt the loop of overthinking, allowing your mind to settle and regain focus. This technique works because it forces your brain to move from a chaotic, emotional state to a more structured, analytical one. The act of describing something in extreme detail requires focus and precision, which takes your attention away from the swirl of anxiety or repetitive thoughts. As a result, you end up feeling more grounded and present in the moment. To use this method effectively, you don't need anything fancy. It can be as simple as describing the color and texture of an object on your desk or the smell of your morning coffee. What's important is the depth of your description. The more details you provide, the more your brain is engaged in the task at hand. 4. the third-person narrator shift. Ever catch yourself obsessively replaying a conversation, a decision, or a situation over and over? It's easy to get caught in a spiral where you're consumed by your own thoughts. This is where the third-person narrator technique comes in. Instead of identifying with the thought, you observe it as if you were a documentary filmmaker watching someone else's experience. For example, say something like, "Notice how the subject is currently ruminating on the email from 2 p.m. By talking about yourself in the third person, you create a sense of psychological distance. This simple shift helps reduce the emotional intensity of your thoughts and prevents you from becoming trapped in the cycle of overthinking. When you stop being in the thought and start observing it, it loses much of its power over you. This technique is backed by cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) principles. CBT encourages people to view their thoughts from a more detached perspective in order to reduce emotional overreaction. By becoming the observer rather than the participant, you can gain a sense of control over your mental state. It's like stepping outside of yourself and watching the mental movie unfold rather than getting lost in it. When overthinking happens, our emotions often get the better of us. By distancing yourself from the emotional intensity of your thoughts, you can see them more objectively. This allows you to realize that your thoughts are not facts, and they don't have to dictate your emotions or actions. 5. Physiological cold shock. Here's one that's fast, effective, and immediately resets your mind. When you feel your thoughts spiraling and can't seem to break the cycle, try a cold shock. Fill a sink or bowl with ice-cold water, hold your breath, and submerge your face for 15 to 30 seconds. Alternatively, holding an ice cube against the back of your neck works as well. Why does this technique work? This triggers a reflex known as the mammalian dive reflex, which has been shown to slow down your heart rate and focus your brain's attention on the immediate sensory threat of the cold. It essentially forces your body and brain to stop everything it's doing and focus solely on the cold sensation. This jolt of focus breaks the mental loop instantly, giving you a quick reset and allowing your brain to reset from overthinking to clarity. This technique is effective because it triggers a powerful physiological response. The shock of cold triggers the body's natural fight or flight system, causing a surge of energy and focus. This sudden shift in bodily sensation forces your brain to stop obsessing over the mental chatter and pay attention to the here and now. In that moment, your brain is focused solely on the sensation of cold, which helps break the cycle of overthinking and brings you back to the present moment. Even though the cold shock is brief, it's enough to give your brain the reset it needs. This method can be a game changer when you're stuck in a mental loop and need a quick way to clear your mind. By using these 5 techniques, you can significantly reduce overthinking and regain control over your mind. Whether it's disrupting the thought pattern with a random word, physically discarding the thought, or using sensory grounding, these methods can help break the cycle and clear the mental clutter. Try incorporating them into your daily life, and you'll soon notice a shift in how you respond to stressful or anxious thoughts. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others who could benefit, and subscribe for more practical tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.